Alright guys, thought I'd do a quick introduction to the shop, since that's the heart of this homestead, really. It's just a little shop, 12 by 24 shed. The front facade has been made to match the house. It's just some log siding. I will have to finish the siding on the sides and the back. You probably can't see it, but it's still exposed OSB. When we got here, there were no soffits, so the first thing we did is put soffits up to keep the big critters out. But yeah, this is it's what I have to work with. It's a beautiful setting, and in the conjunction with the house, it's right behind the house. So I got to clean all this up. I used to store firewood here, but I won't be doing that because of termites. I don't want termites crawling in my house. I'm going to fix some of that and make it into outdoor storage. Some of it's getting torn down. But that's another video. So anyways, I had to take this in one shot because I don't have a computer to edit right now. It's not set up. So future plans, near future plans, is I want to put a lean-to off the side of this, a 10-foot lean-to. And that'll be the blacksmith area and an outdoor workspace. I want to be able to go outside and have a little place to work. So I'll have to clean all this up and cut some trees down, but no big deal. I got a big leaner over the top of the shed I got to cut down. And then it's just thick woods all behind this, as you can see. Another project is I'm going to replace these doors and put French doors up, I think. The problem with these doors is they're beautiful. They're nice big wide doors, and you know, it really opens things up inside the shop, but there's no way to stop mice from coming in. And I've killed a ton of mice since I've been here, so everything else has been sealed off except for this, so it's got to be where they're coming in at. So a nice set of French doors would do a lot. Give me a man door to walk in and out of in the winter time, and then help seal it up a little bit. Aesthetically, it'd be pleasing. Alright, so here is the aftermath of just doing a freaking drop and run. So my last shop was 24 by 24. This is 12 by 24, so all you math geeks out there, that's half the space. Now, the way I had the other shop set up, half of it was storage and where my automotive equipment, toolboxes, stuff like that would be. A lot of you know I'm a mechanic by trade. So with that comes, you know, a lot of extra automotive stuff. Plus I do all my own maintenance on everything. So this house has a garage on the house. It's a raised foundation. That window right there is the back of the garage. So it's underneath the house really. And it's big enough for, I mean, if there was nothing in there, you could park 2 cars in it. I haven't measured it, but it's a pretty good sized space. So that's where all the automotive stuff goes for now. So my toolbox is in there, and jacks and jack stands. And if I have to do any maintenance, I'll be doing it in there. And then the wife can park in there when we're not working on anything. So that just leaves the shed here for what I do. Axe restoration, leather work, home projects, whatever I want to do. Obviously, this is the facilities I'll be doing it in. I still have to arrange everything. I'm not sure on the placement of how I want, like these cabinets and countertops. I think that's where I want them all. Who knows, I might move them. I hope not, because I took a lot of time to, as I installed them, to level out the bases, attach the bases to the floor, and then made sure that I had insulation at least behind the cabinets, so that once the cabinets were in, I'd never have to move them again. So I think this is how I'm going to leave them. We'll see as I get things sorted out. The workbench here, I'd love to downsize the workbench, but I just can't. If I need to process a full cowhide or side of cow for leather work, it takes up this whole bench. So I do need this big workbench, but I think I can slide this down just a little bit. There's plenty of room down there. And then over here, once this gets cleared out, there's plenty of room in here. That stack of cabinets there probably has to go. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with them yet. I hate to get rid of them. They're really cool. They're really handy, but I just don't have the room there for them. I'm trying not to be so cluttered. I want to be able to walk around the bench freely without having to turn sideways or push anything out of the way. And I still would like to fit a wood burning stove in here somewhere. Originally I had planned on putting a man door right here, French doors there, and then the man door would lead out to the lean-to on this side of the wall. But I think what I'm going to do is put a wood burner in the corner here, because you got to leave some room for the wood burner. I'm not getting a real big one. I just want something simple and small enough to heat this little space. Excuse me. So I don't think I'm going to do the man door there anymore. I think if I put the French doors here, that's plenty of access. I mean, obviously I have to walk out and walk around, but it's not that far, and that'll alleviate the issue of room, because real estate is at a premium in here. What else was I going to say about that? Anyways, that's the plan. Who knows what'll happen. Again, once I start getting this stuff organized and moved out of the way, it might start coming together. So I do have a full loft, which is going to be awesome. I can't quite stand all the way up in here, but it's plenty of room to store stuff. So all the stuff that I don't use a lot of, like the shipping stuff, I can keep up here, and some of these older tools that I'm just saving to restore at some point can come up here, and all my leather stuff is going to be stored up here. Kind of got some of it organized right now. So this will be nice to have this extra space. I do want to get this insulated and covered, so I'm not losing all my heat. As of right now, I think I'm going to try and do tongue and groove pine as a wall covering. We'll see. Maybe shiplap. I don't know. It's not going to happen overnight, obviously, because it costs money, and I'm not rich. So that's pretty much it. I do have 220 out here. This whole shed is freaking wired to the hilt. There is a 220 plug behind here, so I will be hanging up my electric heater wherever it went. I'm going to hang my electric heater up here somewhere, and then run 220 to it, and I should be able to run that full blast. That'll help keep this from freezing overnight, and then once it's insulated, obviously, and then I'll do a like I said, a wood burner when I'm out here to keep it nice and cozy to work in. So that's pretty much it in a nutshell. It is an absolute disaster, as you can see. I do need to get this at least workable, because I do have an order to fill and get out. So I'm going to work on that today, just getting some of this stuff out of the way and getting it stored and stacked and